Dead cat walking. Hello, folks. Welcome back to our channel. This is your friendly neighborhood Goosebumps boy, and today I'm going to be reviewing the very first book from Series 2000, Cry of the Cat. Cry of the Cat, indeed. So this is the very first book from Series 2000. Yes, finally, we're going to start the series. I really love it. So it's going to be a lot of fun for me to review through all of them. And this one turns out to be the very first book. So, without further ado, let's get into it, shall we? So, Cry of the Cat, what is it about? What's happening in this book? Who are the main characters? What is going on? Perhaps before I move on to all this, I would like to say a few things about the front cover, as I usually do. Wow, I really love this front cover. Now, Series 2000 has has some covers that are bigger than those from the original series. It's like the whole book is like it's like the whole picture, picture, front cover picture is stretching for the entire length of the book. And I believe that's a great thing because I loved the front covers from OG 62, of course. This is Tim Jacobus here once more, who's doing the front covers. But it allows us to have a bigger, kind of scarier picture. And if I'm not mistaken, these books from Series 2000, covers had that kind of, that picture that is kind of standing out, right? And you can feel it by touching it. You can feel that how could I say, it's, it's coming out a bit. Do you understand what I mean by that? Basically, it's like it's not you can actually feel the whatever it is the picture is depicting. For example, this one is a cat, so you would see like it would be like a cat basically. If you were to touch it, it would feel like, the shape of the cat is kind of coming out of the book a little bit, like it's a little bit higher than the book itself. I don't know if that makes any sense. If you've read some books from the series, you know what I'm talking about. But basically, this one is about a cat, and this cat looks terrifying, to be honest with you. Look at these eyes, these yellow eyes, this open mouth, and that's revealing two rows of jagged teeth and very sharp teeth. To be honest with you, that front cover terrified me the first time I saw it. And basically, the cat is hissing, and there's some saliva, some gobs of saliva, drool, coming out of its jaws, and there's that light that is kind of here and there in the book. Basically, it makes the cat's fur look orange. Yeah, kind of reddish, and on the right, and the rest is pretty dark, right? Dark blue, and I really like it so much. Before I move on, I'd like to mention that I love cats. I think they're such awesome pets. They're such adorable animals. So when I first saw that this new series started off with a cat book, I thought to myself, hey, that sounds good, so why not reading it? And this happens to be the first book I've read from the series, from Series 2000, I mean. But let's not get ahead of myself here. Let me tell you about what is this book about? What's happening in the story? So basically, we have our main character. Her name is Allison Moore. And basically, the beginning is pretty creepy, right? Pretty pretty nice, right? Pretty. I dig the whole vibe to the beginning. Basically, Allison has a brother. What is his name again? Oh boy, I can't believe I forgot his name. Um, that's not so good, is it? Let me try to find it. But basically, her younger brother is watching a video at the beginning, like a videotape of a scary movie about a cat. And I really like that because it kind of foreshadows a little bit about what's going to happen. And it's a nice beginning for such a Goosebumps book, right? To start off with that vibe, I really digged it so much. And basically, her brother likes to get scared. He's a younger brother, and he acts tough and so on, but he's kind of a scaredy cat as well, in a way. So basically, this is what's happening at the beginning, and but the story is more about Allison than her brother, so it's not really that relevant. But basically, Allison is she's working for a school musical, and basically she has a friend, her best friend actually, someone named Ryan Angel, Engel, and basically they're both working on that school musical, whatever you're gonna call it, and what happens is they're on their way to the school. Something happens. They're biking there in order to get there, but they have some kind of an accident, you might say, some kind of an accident, and basically it involves a cat, and it sounds like Allison actually might have, accidentally runs him over, and it doesn't look so pretty. So basically, she decides to. She doesn't really know what to do. Should she bring it? Should she go look for their owner, for the cat's owner, and give it back to them? So basically, she's gonna find that creepy old house, and her girl is gonna answer her, and that girl is kind of strange in a way. She doesn't really want her near. She says that her mother's not gonna like this, and her name is Crystal, and basically the cat that Allison killed is named Rip. I'm reading from the Goosebumps fandom website, and basically there's something about Rip. I mean, the name can give you some clue about what kind of a cat this is, but basically, she tells her something kind of spooky about the cat, kind of scary, but I'm not gonna spoil it or anything. So after that, Allison is gonna go to school to the play, and as everything is, as she's going on with her life, with everything she has to do, basically she's gonna be kind of haunted by this cat Rip, but it can't be because she killed him, right? He's supposed to be dead. So how could he show up here and there and scare the living heck out of her? So it sounds very scary. And as the story progresses, Allison is gonna change a little. Like she's gonna at some point eat some. She's gonna be craving for tuna. She's gonna eat a lot of tuna, and she's gonna lick her hands at some point. And yeah, it sounds really scary. Like that she's changing like this, and this Rip cat is all around basically. So it's a pretty scary thing, and what's happening in there? It's pretty much a nice, a very nice story, really. about and when Allison is going to try to figure out what's going to happen, what's happening, and what is this cat's deal? How does she stop it? How does she stop everything from happening the way it does? And basically, at some point, she has to babysit her brother Tanner. That's his name. Tanner is her brother. I was wondering what's his name. There you have it. And basically, she's gonna go to babysit him because her parents are actually gonna take care of one of her aunts, Aunt Emma. Yeah, something is gonna happen, and they're both gonna find out what. Near the end of the book, of course, there's gonna be the big reveal, and it's gonna basically put everything into perspective and answer our questions as readers that we had up until that point. And yeah, this is basically it. And did I forget anything? Yeah, Allison is gonna start to act like a cat at some point. She's gonna try and think. She's gonna start thinking that she can land on all fours at some point, and she's gonna cough up a hairball, and yeah, really some really weird stuff. And I believe that's pretty much it. And then Allison and her brother are gonna kind of be together near the end because she has to babysit him, if I'm not mistaken. So basically, unless, yeah, I'm pretty sure that's how it goes. They're kind of together. And then there's gonna be the final twist, and she's gonna be finding herself in that house, in that old house, and something is gonna lead to another, and at the end, and yeah, this is when you're gonna find out about the main thing, the whole like twist is gonna happen. And then, of course, there's the ending. It just kind of ends on a funny note, but this is basically it for Cry of the Cat. Wow, I'm so sorry. It was kind of messy. I read this book a few years ago, and I gotta admit, it was kind of messy, the way I try to remember what happened, but I hope I didn't lose you or anything. Wow. So what did I think about Cry of the Cat? Honestly, I loved Cry of the Cat. It's such a great story, such a great way to start this new series. That is Series 2000. And these books are pretty dark, to be honest with you. They're much darker than the original books, the original series. Yeah, this one is pretty darker, and this one is it's living proof of that. It's living proof of that because it's really dark, and you'll see as you read it that this book there's a lot of it's still Goosebumps, but there are a lot of changes between this series and the original series, but it's still awesome, and I really love this book. I'm grateful that we have a cat book that is kind of a scary cat novel because we had some scary dog novels in OG 62, like My Hero's Adventure and The Barking Ghost. And this one is a nice cat story, to be honest with you. And a lot of people said it, so I'm going to say it as well. But basically, some people have said that it's kind of similar to Pet Sematary. Definitely, yes. Pet Sematary, I haven't read the book, but I've seen the movie, both the original and the remake. And I gotta be honest with you, folks, it is kind of similar, but it's so great. The characters are good. Allison is nice. Her brother Tanner is pretty cool. Her best friend Ryan is nice. Crystal, she's kind of cool too, but she's creepy. Obviously, I'm not gonna spoil the book, but basically, yeah, she's pretty creepy. As you go on, you'll find out. why it is the way it is and so on, but I'm not going to spoil it or anything. But yeah, this book was pretty nice. I'm really excited about the fact that I'm reviewing it on this channel to start of the new year. But yeah, that was a nice book. I really enjoyed it. So if I were to give this book a rating without further ado, I don't really know. I think I would give it, honestly, I think I'd give it a 9. I really loved it. And to be honest, yeah, I couldn't think of another grade I could give it, another rating. Yeah, I couldn't think of a better one. I believe 9 does it justice because it was really nice. It was really great. I really enjoyed it. And like I said, I love cats, so this book being about a cat and a scary one, no less, was a nice way for me to get started with the series. And that was a nice one. That was a nice book to start of the series and launch it. And I'm so grateful that this book definitely held its end of the bargain by providing us a nice story, a creepy story, a scary story, and one that definitely unravels well. And it all makes perfect sense up until the final twist. That is kind of really scary. Yeah, I didn't mention that, but the last scene, not the last scene, but the few, like one of the last scenes before the end was really scary and creepy. And I'm not surprised if that would give me nightmares if I were younger when I read it. I'd definitely have nightmares over it. I'd get nightmares over it. But that was a nice book. So, yeah, pretty much everything was awesome in this book. Really loved it. Really loved the way it unraveled and so on. So if I were to give this book a rating, like I said, I'd give it 9 out of 10. So, yeah, that's pretty much it for this book. What about you, folks? What did you think about Cry of the Cat? Did you like it? Did you hate it? Let me know in the comment section down below. I really can't wait to hear about what you have to say about this book. And, well, hopefully, we're going to review this whole series as well. So, stay tuned for whatever's next. And what's next on my channel is number 2 would be Bride of the Living Dummy. So in the meantime, folks, stay safe. Goodbye. Take care. Happy New Year. And I'll see you in the next review. Thank you for watching. Goodbye. Take care. This is our channel for you. Signing off.